She ran toward her boyfriend's house as if heading to a celebration, filled with excitement at the thought of surprising him. But the moment she crossed the threshold, an unfamiliar pair of shoes stopped her heart. What she saw inside was even more horrifying. The very man she considered hers was in the arms of another woman, both dressed in matching colored clothes. Instead of showing any remorse, he cruelly ended their relationship right there, branding her as dull and boring before throwing her out. She wandered the streets like a lifeless body. Things became even worse when that same cheater dared to secretly message her again. Heartbroken, she smashed her phone onto the street and locked herself away in a hotel room, disappearing into the darkness. But the string of misfortunes didn't end there. The very next morning, she lost her livelihood as well. Her new company fired her, saying she didn't have the spark they were looking for. Once again, she was labeled as just an ordinary girl. She was still clearing out her desk when the other woman walked in like a cheerful breeze, carrying coffee for everyone. Seeing her, the heroine realized how quickly the world could find a replacement. When that woman handed her a cup of coffee out of sympathy, its warmth felt like an icy chill that froze her soul. Desperate, she ran to the bus station and boarded the first bus she saw without even caring where it was headed. The bus eventually dropped her off on the shore of a secluded island. Still wearing her formal office clothes, with her heels wounded from walking, she began making her way across the sand. The pain was physical, but a new fire was burning inside her. Amid the waves of that unfamiliar island, she decided to erase her old self and create a completely new version of herself. She began copying everything about the successful woman, the way she carried herself, her style, and even her fake smile. Burying her simplicity, she started living behind an energetic mask, and her natural beauty made the act seem completely real. On that same island, she met an architect who had been wandering in search of peace. As two broken souls spent more time together, they gradually grew closer. But the irony was that the man fell in love not with her true soul, but with the character she was pretending to be. She wanted to tell him the truth, but one evening he unknowingly rubbed salt into her wounds. He said, "What I love most about you is your liveliness and playful nature." The moment she heard those words, she felt as though she were standing in that same office again, holding that same cold cup of coffee. She realized that once again she had lost. Without saying a word, she left the relationship and the man behind and quietly disappeared into the darkness.